What's up, family? Hey, so I'm asked a lot, what's my secret or what's my formula for being, what's the word I'm looking for peace of mind and for joy, and for having love, abundance of love for myself. There's no magical formula, there's no portion or potion that you could take that's going to make you love yourself more. There's no, you can have all the crystals you want. You can go to church as long as you want. You can have different philosophical beliefs and religious beliefs and all that other stuff. And none of that stuff is going to make you love yourself. It's just being real. None of it's going to make you love yourself. You're going to have to do the work. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no getting around it. You're going to have to do the work. There's people that's been in church 20, 30, 40, 50 years and still don't love themselves. Still don't have peace of mind. Still don't have joy. And so it's not no one thing fits all, and it's not no do this, do this, do this. And man, you're going to have to do the work. And when I say do the work, I'm talking about you're going to have to do the self work. And everybody's always telling you, go look out externally for joy, look externally for peace of mind and all this other stuff. And for me, that didn't work. I'm just gonna say it that way. That don't work for me. And it's crazy because so many of us been in relationships, and a lot of the people I talk to, put it this way, they've been in so many relationships and they're finding themselves constantly pleading and begging people to stay with them, and for as myself, I've always had that thing to where if we were having problems, I've always felt like I can talk to you, and if I can just express what I really needed to say, I could get you to see my point. I could get you to see my perspective, and I would always try to figure out a way of how can I get you to understand what I was trying to say so that you wouldn't leave. And I had to get to the point, I had to come to the realization that, man, if people want to walk, man, blow them a kiss and pat them on their tail and let them go. And I know it sounds harsh and crude, but just being real, you know what I mean? You can't make somebody stay that don't really want to be there. And unfortunately, there's so many people that are in relationships and the other person's already gone. They're already gone emotionally. They're already gone intimately, you know, spiritually, you know. They may be there physically, but that's it. And there's some people that are in relationships where the other person's gone physically. There is no intimate, there is no touching, there is none of that. So, you have to, and when you learn to accept yourself, when you learn to love yourself, man, you'll stop dealing with all of that. You won't deal with that at all. You'll understand that that's abuse, and you won't tolerate that. You only tolerate that because you really don't love yourself. I'm going to say again, you tolerate staying in relationships, unhealthy relationships, because you don't love yourself. When you learn to love yourself, you'll stop dealing with people that mistreat you. When you learn to love and value yourself, you won't allow anybody to mistreat you. And you definitely won't stay in a relationship with them. And so when you see people that are in abusive relationships like that, it's because they don't have any self-worth. They don't have any self-worth. They have low self-esteem. And you could justify it all because it's financial, it's because of the kids, is whoop de whoop. You got all these reasons to justify it. The reality, it all comes down to you don't have any self worth. And that's a hard pill for people to swallow. And you can't expect and you can't go looking for other people to give you self worth. You can't go looking and expecting other people to constantly build your self esteem up. If you're addicted to people giving you compliments, then the trip is you're never satisfied, you're never fulfilled because you're always in need of them saying something, in need of them doing something to validate you. And when you don't get that validation, man, you crumble. And so the only way to build that self-worth is you're going to have to learn, however you decide to do it, you're going to have to learn to go within the subconscious thoughts, your subconscious thoughts, do your shadow work, and understand why you don't love yourself, why you don't like yourself. And you're going to have to learn how to start loving yourself. And here's the trick. We naturally love ourselves. That's natural. The unnatural thing is we have all these reasons as to why we're not worthy of love, why we're not worthy of validation, why we're not worthy of praise. And so once you let all of that madness go, then all that's left is love, acceptance. And that's natural. So you don't have to learn how to love yourself. You don't have to learn how to accept yourself. You just have to stop doing the things that take away from you loving yourself, take away from the things that's causing you to value yourself. So once you let all that stuff go, all that you're left with is self-worth. All that you're left with is love. And that was so profound for me to come to understanding, because how can I love myself? How can I love myself? Man, you don't have to learn how to love yourself. You just have to learn how to stop disliking yourself. You just have to learn how to stop tearing yourself down. And once you stop doing those self-destructive things, once you stop beating yourself up, then you naturally love yourself. And that's crazy, but it's real. The secret is, the answer, it's inside of you. It's inside of you. It's always been inside of you. Why do you do the things that hurt you? Once you understand that, and once you stop doing that, then you will do everything to build yourself up. You'll do everything to love yourself. You'll do everything to embrace yourself. You'll do everything to accept yourself, to value yourself. Because that's naturally who we are. My hope and prayer is that you stop looking for other people to validate you. You stop looking and needing the compliments and affirmations from other people. You stop needing the praise and attention from other people. Because if you need that, then that's an indication that there's something missing. If you're needing all of that from other people, then that's an indication that you're not giving yourself that. If you're needing the love and all that other stuff from other people, that's an indication that you're not giving yourself that. And so what you have to learn is, why am I not doing that? And nobody can tell you that stuff. You have to figure that out on your own. You have to go within yourself and discover and go through the weeds and the jungle and figure out, man. And it's going to be painful, but that's the only way you're going to grow. That's the only way that you're going to resolve that stuff. And There's nothing that you have to do that's going to be epic as far as letting all that stuff go. Because the secret is, once you understand why you do that stuff, and once you make up your mind that that's not what you want and you're not going to do it anymore, it's done. Right then and there, that very moment you make up your mind that this is not what you want, and you understand why you do what you do, your problem, any problem, cease to exist at that very minute. That's how some people are able to stop doing drugs. That's cold turkey. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop drinking diet sodas or whatever it is that they're doing. You could make up and go cold turkey just like that by simply understanding and going to the root cause of the problem and making up your mind that's not what you want. The problem falls away right then and there. So the secret, you got to go within. And you have to go to the root cause. I love you guys. Peace.